It's kind of evolved to encapsulate everything that we believe in, which of course is deeply rooted in sustainability, the environment, and just living a life that is harmonious and maybe a bit slower as well. And not just being about somewhere where we're just trying to like sell things to people mindlessly. What we're trying to do is improve people's well-being and run, obviously making a sustainable business that can provide that community platform for people. Because we found also that the shop had become a bit of a go-to place for people. So people do come in all the time and just say, I'm just here to get some good vibes and feel calmer. And it's amazing what environment and kind of the aesthetics of the place can do to people's moods. I think the shop is there to like you said, like showcase the products in a space that is like quite homely as well. Like the shop feels very comfortable to be in, so people can imagine what those things might look like in their homes, or how they'd want to give that to somebody that they love, or they can kind of imagine that when they walk through the door. And yeah, I think it is about kind of finding ways to always talk about the artists as well. Like we tend to do that. Like I think you've experienced that when you've come to the shop, where we always know a lot about the product because we have that connection with the makers. And so that's part of it, isn't it? I think if you know a little bit about what you purchased, then you kind of have more of a deeper connection to it always. It's like an understanding of where it's come from, why it's been made, what it's for. And the shop is an open space so people can feel free to ask questions, and we'll openly chat to people all day long. So yeah. Kind of like very mixed really, because I think we just have everything kind of appeals to everybody, and we're not, but from our point of view, we're not specifically trying to target like an audience, because it's just not how we run our business. We're slightly unconventional in that way, and we always have been, and I find it really hard to pin it down, because that's like, I find it hard to put myself in a box. I think it's kind of like, I also think businesses change in that way personally. Like I think that businesses that do have a greater chance of growing are businesses that have an element of inclusivity to all age groups. And especially in an age of where retail can be like slightly tough because of like online shopping and all those things, you've got to offer something more, and if you're targeting a smaller audience, then it's just not going to go very well. I would probably want to improve the communication between the product, the kind of finished piece of something, to the customer, without having to, so that then people have more available information.
How about the product? Like after buying
Yeah.
or before buying it? Before buying
Yeah.
it.
And just communicating that extra touch of it being curated and being a store that we do hand select everything, and we don't just like blindly kind of get anything in. We kind of really think about it, and we also like everything that we have carries a bit of a story, and I think it's that story that I would love to be able to communicate to people more effectively. So like a personal story about how the work, who's made it, where it's come from, what it's made of, how long it takes to make, like those kind of like details that, like, I'm quite obsessed with details, like that's just my character.